Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy. I'm like beyond happy and I'm feeling so grateful and blessed. This is something that my boyfriend and I have been talking about. He's not my boyfriend anymore, he's my fiance. This is what we've been talking about for the past year or so, and we kind of had a timeline, but he proposed way earlier than I thought he was going to, and it was just so lovely. But I think I'm gonna talk to you guys about that in a different video because it's absolutely not related to this one today. I want to talk to you guys about the things that I do not buy anymore. And this video is inspired by Sarah Therese, or Therese, I don't know how she says her name, and also Ashlyn Eaton and Christina, who is also known as Style Apotheca. So these three women are so inspirational to me. I absolutely love their content. I love each of their personalities, and I think that they speak and live minimalism in such an amazing way that inspires so many other people to live their life with less and to know that less is more, I guess. So really living your life to the fullest is the whole point of this whole minimalist thing, right? So today I wanted to share with you guys exactly what I don't buy anymore. So these are items that I did previously purchase quite frequently. They're items that I think would most commonly be in everybody's homes and bedrooms. And so that's kind of why I'm sharing this, because I do kind of want to inspire you to maybe take a step back and just reflect on what you own and ask yourself, like, do I really need this? Have I used this in the past, I don't know, 6 months, or maybe it's even 3 months, depending on the type of item that it is. I think that we have so much excess in our homes, and it's really, really difficult to see all of the clutter and the things that are not necessary when it's so overwhelming. So decluttering is something that really helped me realize these things. I still have so much to do, and I know that I told you guys that that decluttering I did a while back in my closet was the last one. I've realized it's not the last one. I will be doing another decluttering video at the end of my project 333, so that's like beginning of April, because I have realized like I don't even need that much clothing anymore. It's just not necessary, and I've been so content with just the 33 items that I have right now. I haven't even worn all of them, which is just crazy to me. 33 items, and I have not worn all of them yet, and it's been almost a full month. So that says a lot, I think, and it's in relation to this video. Some of these items are in the realm of fashion, and then some of them are like lifestyle and beauty items. But I know I've been rambling on so long, so with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so you guys, I no longer buy home decor. This is something that was one of my guiltiest pleasures. And you know this because I have done so many like bedroom tours. I've shown you my bedroom in multiple videos, and I always have some type of decor either on the wall or on my surfaces. And I have realized how much money I've wasted on stupid decor that just collects dust and doesn't actually add anything to my life. I guess it does sometimes add beauty to the space, but I am at the point now, so deep into this like minimalist mindset thing, that I don't actually need that stuff. I want to take all of the paintings and canvases off my walls. I want to get rid of my dried florals because they just collect dust, and although they add something to the space, I think there is, well, now I think there's a lot of beauty in just a clean environment and a very minimal space that doesn't have clutter on it. And you know, this is something that you may not agree with, and that's totally fine, because maybe your pride and joy is home decor, and that's totally okay. But for me, I just feel like I don't need it anymore, and I spent a lot of money constantly going to IKEA or like Marshalls and Winners and just spending spending $30 to $50 every time on things that I didn't actually need in my bedroom, but just things that I wanted to accumulate, I guess, and add on to what I already had. So I wasn't focusing on the things I already had. I was just constantly adding to the pile, and so I no longer do that. Okay, the next thing that I have stopped buying, and this is a very recent one, I'm gonna be honest, because I do realize that I shouldn't have been purchasing these anyway, is cotton pads and makeup removing wipes. I just recently purchased a pack of makeup removing wipes, and I actually don't like them. It's a Neutrogena pack, and I think I got them because I wanted something that was easy to like get around the eye because I have eyelash extensions on, but they're very oily, and I mean, that's not the reason why. It's just I know that they're very wasteful, and so if I can use a reusable cotton pad, which I am now using, with some micellar water, I think that's a more sustainable and eco-friendly route, instead of purchasing, you know, tons and tons of cotton pads and having to throw them in the garbage because they're soaked with like chemicals. I mean, chemicals. Like a toner is a chemical technically, so you can't really put that back into the environment, right? So they do just go in the trash. So I do not buy those things anymore. The next one here is duplicate items. So I struggle with this because I feel like every time I buy something in black, I have to buy it in white. Or every time I buy something in white, it has to come in black. Like, I am that person. That's my sister's dog. If you can hear that, I'm very sorry. She's going a bit crazy. But like I said, I used to buy all the colors. I mean, all the neutral colors, I guess, because I just felt like, you know, if it looks good in this color, it's gotta look good in the other color. And that's so not true. The difference between a white and a black shirt is huge, and only now I've realized that. So if I ever do purchase something new, which I haven't done in quite a long time, I do not buy like multiple colors in it. Duplicate items are just, they're not necessary, and they add to a pile of stuff that you don't actually know you're going to use. If you think you're buying something because it looks good in one color, don't assume it's gonna look good in the other color, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because that's the mistake that I made, and I definitely know colors make a big difference. All right, guys, I do not buy pajamas and loungewear anymore. The last pair of loungewear that I got was the navy blue sweatsuit from Aritzia, and I am in love with it, and that is all I need. I don't want to buy sweatpants anymore. I don't want to buy hoodies. Oh my gosh, I have so many hoodies. It's unbelievable. I still have a full drawer of hoodies, and I've packed away half of them. So once all that stuff comes back out of storage at the end of Project 333, I'm going to just get rid of them because it is excessive, and I don't want to feel like I need to stress over which sweatshirt to wear. Like, seriously? How lame is that? I don't want to have to stress over what hoodie and piece of baggy, not flattering clothing I'm going to put on when I'm in the house. So I have decided I no longer will be purchasing loungewear. And then the other thing is sleepwear. I don't need very many pajamas. I think that 2 pairs of pajamas is perfect because you can wear one week, wash it at the end of the week, and start wearing your new pair for the following week, and the cycle goes on and on and on. And that's basically what I've been doing with my silk pajamas. And then I have a short sleeve short set that I got from Old Navy a long time ago, and those are the 2 that I wear. So I just feel like tons of sleepwear is definitely not necessary in my life. I no longer buy shoes, you guys. I have too many, and I admit that in full. Honestly, I know I have too many shoes, okay? So for everybody who said that on my decluttering video, when I showed that entire like pan view of my floor and you couldn't even see the floor because there were so many shoes, I admit I have too many, and obviously I got rid of quite a few, but I still have shoes that are uncomfortable to wear. My black stilettos, for example, are the perfect example of this. I don't know why I bought them. I think I wore them twice, maybe not even. I think I maybe wore them once. They're so painful to walk in. They're so beautiful, but if I'm not comfortable walking in them, I don't gravitate towards them. I have definitely realized I'm like a creature of habit, and I love comfort. And so Getting a pair of shoes that is like 4.5 inches high is not okay. So I'm gonna have to get rid of those, but there are just so many extra shoes in my collection that I really don't need. So I'm going to, she just keeps interrupting me. Oh my gosh. So I am just going to sell off the ones that I know I'm not really going to be wearing anymore and go from there. I will have a minimalist shoe collection very, very soon. My guilty pleasure number 2 is bodysuits, and I cannot figure out why. I think it's because it's such a seamless like stomach area when you're wearing it with a high-waisted pant, and I just love that it doesn't bunch up. You don't have to tuck it in a lot, like you don't have to fiddle with it throughout the day, and that's great, but I find them very, very uncomfortable. And some of my bodysuits are comfortable, don't get me wrong, like some of my Aritzia bodysuits are like the perfect material, they're very soft, but the ones that have buttons at the bottom, how are those supposed to be comfortable? Somebody answer me that, because like seriously, having 2, even 3 buttons in that region of a lady area, I just feel like it's stupid. And I get the point, like you're supposed to be able to go to the washroom, but now it's just such an inconvenience for me. And I feel like when I drink so much water throughout the day, it is a pain to go to the washroom and have to undo that every single time. So I am going to be doing a huge declutter of my bodysuit collection. This is something that relates to my duplicates as well, because I feel like I have so many like 2 colorways in one style in the bodysuit area or category. So yeah, I'll do a declutter of that, but I will not be purchasing any more bodysuits moving forward. Now this one is kind of relatable, maybe, I don't know about you, but I used to purchase magazines, read them once, and put them on my shelf. I am not the type of person to read magazines more than once because I feel like I absorb information very quickly. So I don't know why I ever thought that was a good idea. I think I just liked the aesthetics of them and just the way that they looked on a bookshelf. So I don't buy magazines anymore. I know that they cost quite a bit of money, and for a good reason. Like there's a lot of work that goes into creating those magazines, and although it is just paper, like those pages are full of people's artwork, people's photography, their writing and all of that. So I'm happy to support in that way, but I just think that it's just not worth it, and you might as well just get a digital subscription so that you can, you know, follow up with articles whenever you please, and so that you don't need to accumulate all that paper. All right, I do not buy storage and organization containers anymore, and you know why, because I have nothing to put in them. I have nothing left to put into organization containers. In fact, there is a whole pile outside of my room. I'm gonna put a little pan like photo here so that you can see. There's a whole pile of storage containers in the hallway that are extra because my sister and I recently did a declutter of her room, and we realized like there's way too much stuff here. And I think that purchasing those things is very counteractive. Is that the right word? I don't know. Like it conflicts with the idea of minimalism. You shouldn't have to buy more containers if you don't have more than you need, if that makes sense. Like I understand if you're moving into a new place and like you want to organize everything, that's exactly what I'll be doing. First using what I have and then doing that. But I just feel like if you already have, and I'm speaking on my own like behalf, obviously, if I already have all these cabinets and shelves, like why do I need more containers? Those are also things that I'm going to put more things in. So why did I buy so many? And they're not cheap, you guys. Like Amazon, yes, you can get some cheap stuff, but I also buy a lot of stuff from IKEA, and I feel like their organization bins are not like super cheap. Like you can't really go in and buy 20. It'll probably cost you $200 or even more actually. So I just wasted a lot of money on that, and I've realized like I don't need to be buying more, so I've stopped. I like candles, and I do love when a room smells really nice. However, I've realized that they're not very good for you, and I have to do more research on this, and I probably will share it in another video at some point. But I know that depending on what the fragrance is inside, it's often very toxic actually. So if you have like pets or or kids in your space, then it's not good for them to be like inhaling that air, I guess. And then also when you blow out the candle, like for me, when I blow out a candle and there's smoke everywhere, I do have a decently big bedroom, but it still just like sits in the room if I don't have the window open. And who wants to open the window in the winter time? Like I'll do it a crack maybe, but that's not really enough to have all that smoke be like brought outside instead of staying stuffy in here. So I do try to limit how many or how often I light my candles, and I just think that I have a collection right now that needs to be used, so I have stopped buying candles. This one is obvious. I don't buy makeup. I never have been a makeup junkie, and I have such a simple routine. It's getting simpler and simpler through the days that go by. I have no makeup on right now, and I'm really happy about that. I think that I am finally comfortable in my own skin. Even when I have acne, like, hello. When I have acne, I feel like I'm okay to go out in public now. And before, I would definitely always try to put on even a little bit of concealer just to get the redness to go down a bit. And I just feel like that's not a fun way to live, you know? I want to be comfortable in my skin. I want to be able to go out in public and say, this is my skin, but I love it anyway, you know? So simplifying my routines has really helped with that. And I just think that spending money on makeup and stuff that conceals and just blurs out my natural features, I'm not here for it anymore. And so that's why I'm not spending on money. That's why I'm not spending on money, guys. That's why I'm not spending on makeup anymore unless I am refilling or restocking one of my products that I use all the time once it is gone. Okay, next one here is hair accessories. So I think that for me, I have those like claw clips, and I really love to use those because you can have your hair down like in a half up, or you can put it up fully. I think that they're very versatile. Like I can wear them in the shower if I don't want my hair to be wet. And I used to spend quite a bit of money on like scrunchies, but I don't think it's worth it anymore, especially if I have some already. And I know that people try to like match their hair accessories to their outfits sometimes, and I do that too, but not anymore. I just have a black scrunchie, and I've got a few others that I'm going to actually get rid of. However, I just think that having so many hair accessories is not really a necessity. Like it's not essential to us living. It's basically just something to keep our hair up, right? And I'm not one that wears like very glamorous like hair pieces, and so one scrunchie, one clip, one or two clips maybe, so that I can have them in different spots in the house, but one or two clips, a brush, and some bobby pins is really all that I need. So I have all the handbags that I need. I'm pretty sure I don't need any more, you guys. I don't need any more. Who am I kidding? I have too many handbags already. I've got a few designer pieces, which I'm really grateful for, and I saved my money and bought those obviously with my own money. So those are special to me, and I feel like those are worth keeping, and I don't need anything more. I'm no longer going to be following the trends. You know what? I actually never followed handbag trends except for those lookalikes that I had. I've never been one to be like, oh my gosh, I want the Prada nylon bag. Like I have to have it right now. I bought my mini Prada, I think it's called the Vella Mini or something, on the RealReal, and I purchased that way before the new edition of the Prada nylon bags came out. So I'm happy about that because it's mini. I use it literally every single week. It's not in my 33 collection right now, but I know that that's something that was a good investment. I think I got it for like 600 something Canadian, so that's pretty good. But anyway, I totally got sidetracked. I don't buy handbags anymore because I don't need them. Just plain and simple. I don't need them. I don't want to add to the clutter. And a handbag is a handbag. Once you find something that works for you, just stick with it. I do not buy jeans anymore, you guys. I don't buy skinny jeans. I don't buy straight jeans. I don't buy mom jeans. And the reason why is because I have had a collection of, I don't know how many, maybe over 10 pairs of jeans at one time, and I don't wear them. So I don't buy jeans because I just simply won't wear them enough. And I know that jeans are meant to be worn a lot. Like that's a casual item that you should be able to wear every other day. And I'm just not that person. I'd rather wear trousers. So I've realized that about myself, and I know that I won't need to spend more money on jeans anytime in the future. Trendy fashion is something that I would not support anyone in buying, because trendy fashion is literally the epitome of the fast fashion movement. Like, trendy items are what made fast fashion what it is. We have 52 seasons, aka 52 weeks, where new arrivals come in. And why do you think these new arrivals are coming in so fast? It's because of trends, right? And it's just too much for me. Trendy fashion doesn't last. It's often very low quality, and it's just a waste of money in my opinion. I don't think that it's good in anybody's wardrobe. It's not sustainable. It's not versatile. Most of the time, I would say 98% of the time, it's not a versatile item. I have picked up a shirt that's been like, I don't even know, just like with a corset detailing and like a puffed shoulder and is cropped, and I've been like, this is so versatile. I'm gonna keep this in my wardrobe for like 5 to 10 years, and then it just goes out next year because it's not actually versatile. It's not a classic piece. It's not something that I could be okay wearing for a super long extended amount of time. So trendy fashion is just a no for me. Okay, last one. I know I've been talking for a long time. That's stationery. So I recently purchased a couple of notebooks. Actually, I purchased 3 notebooks because they were on sale and because I had gotten to the end of my current notebook. And so the reason why I got 3 was because I was like, you know what, I might as well. I know I journal every single day. That's not going to change, and buying 2 more is going to encourage me to keep up that habit. And so those notebooks are just for journaling. So I'm set on that front, probably for like 2 years. And then another thing that I have is my custom made agenda by Golden Coil. That's what I use. But other than that, like, I don't have any other stationery, and I will not purchase any more. Chapters is a guilty pleasure of mine. Like, I love going in there and just looking at all the pretty prints and the really beautiful patterns and designs and the matching pens and pencil cases and all of that. But it's just fluff and it's just stuff. I don't need any of that stuff, and so I've decided, like, I'm not going to be purchasing any more stationery unless I run out of what I currently own. And there you have it. Those are the items that I no longer buy as a minimalist. I have definitely proclaimed myself as a minimalist at this point because my mindset is clear and I know what I want, I know what I need, I know what I do not need, and I feel like I've just gotten to this point. And so I wanted to share this with you, and I hope that you felt inspired by it, maybe to declutter or just to reflect on the things that you own and the things that you may need or not need. And hopefully you found it, you know, relatable. I know that fast fashion or trending fashion and stationery are 2 really, really big ones that people tend to spend a lot of money on. So if you did find this helpful or inspiring, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below because I do post every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.